We're back at it here, out in the dark, pulling off parts of this truck I just bought. I bought it for those centerpieces and the grill support. Bought it for the title off of it. Day after I bought it, somebody already came and bought the hood and the doors off of it, so people must be out looking for these. But I think I got it almost off. Trying to get it off without taking the bumper off, but might have to take the bumper off. Cut the wiring on the headlights. So this is the dilemma that I'm in. This flange right here goes underneath that came out. But this trim piece down there, as you can tell, is caught on there. And I'm bending the piece up. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna cut that off. Here we go. Well, am I not glad that I got this piece pulled yesterday. It is chilly outside. It's like 21 degrees. That's not even cold for some of you guys, but it sure is for me. Yeah, we get this blocked up and get this bolted on, and we'll start getting the hood mocked up. So I got another dilemma here with these fenders. They don't fit. Should have just bought OEM ones that were clean and got them sandblasted, but oh well. I think my problem is the holes on this side of it, like these holes on this side of the holes, or the holes in the fender are in the wrong spot, so I'm gonna take a plasma cutter and ream those out a bit, and then we should be able to move it a little bit farther up and forward, and I think that might just fit. Oh yeah, not short. So the next thing we're going to want to do is find out what we're going to be dealing with as far as where the radiator sits, because I believe it's going to be pretty tight. So we want to get a measurement from that motor mount center bolt forward to the front of the motor or engine. By the way, my engine is not back from the mechanic shop yet, so we're just going to use the LB7 here and the rat rod for measurements. The engine mounts I still had put in the original position, or I put them right back. It's the original mount, so everything should be right here, or it will be right there to the front, about looks like the steering pump. 18 inches is where the engine, front of the engine will be, because I'm using electric fans. So that fan there will get took off, and I'm thinking electric fans would be a more sufficient way of dealing with this. So I was looking at this here for a while, and I don't think I can use the original core support for the Duramax radiators and air cooler. So, because it's gonna want to interfere with this power steering hose and a whole bunch of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a new core support for this. Yeah, we're going to build a different core support to hold this radiator in here. It'll still have the stock Duramax radiator, like everything will fit in OEM. Actually, I guess you guys are just hearing my thoughts. I'm filming this as I build it, so when I think of something or something crosses my mind that's not going to work, I just, put it in there. Yeah, it's real time what I'm doing here, so I'm just thinking. That hose, these pipes here are flexible. I can move those. Like, it doesn't matter if it's, closer or whatever, I can work with that. But that bottom hook, there's a coolant line, I believe, comes from this side of the motor down. Engine. I don't know why I keep calling it a motor. It's an engine. Comes off this side. You know what? I'm gonna go get one of those hoses just to make sure, because I don't want to put this in the wrong spot. Like this. So this here. This is just gonna be like angled a little bit like this, which should be fine. Plus this radiator, I'm gonna move it forward farther. So yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. So all I really need to put in front of this is a transmission cooler and the AC condenser. That's the original one. It takes up way too much room for how it's mounted. So we're gonna get a Mishimoto one probably. And we'll see, that's only an inch thick. So what we're gonna have to do is sits all rubber grommets. So what we'll do is we'll build a rail that goes across the front. A rail that goes from here to over there. And it's fastened to the frame here to hold the radiators. I'm gonna drill it, make a hole through here, through these two, and then make a bigger hole on top, so I can drop a nut down inside this piece, and we'll weld that nut to this piece, and then all I got to do is run a bolt up through here. So now I have a nut on the inside and a bolt running through it. I'm going to weld the nut to this piece, and then when you want to take this frame out, all you got to do is run the bolt out, and the nut will stay in there. Got to do the same thing to the other side. 13 millimeter bolt. We're gonna see it. I don't have any help to put this hood on tonight, but we're gonna try to put it on ourselves. Should be able to. Not too bad. Or weight wise. Imagine dropping this and bending it. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Let's not do that. Okay, let's see. I think I'll set it on here, and we'll try to slide it on. See how this goes. Center. Should be good. There we go. There she is. Pretty exciting. Where I am anyways. Main reason for putting this on is I wanted to make sure the radiator clears. Oh yeah. We got plenty of room. Yeah, we could be another 4 inches higher on this radiator and still clear. Sitting in that bracket there, I'm still gonna clean it up a bit. Maybe put an angle, like cut it across the corner, so it doesn't look quite so slapped in there. But as you can tell, there's plenty of room. That's how it looks. Good 4 inches above that. So what I'm doing here is making this nut has a washer on it that turns. So I'm making it one piece. It's almost too high. Let's see if that tightens up. Or did I ruin it? Might have ruined it. It's hot. Ah, come on. Get in there. Now, we need to weld this nut in there like that, so the top piece can be bolted down with a bolt right into that screw, or right into that nut. And then here's pretty much the whole core support there. Still gonna have I'm gonna build a nice decorative sheet metal piece that goes across here to cover all this up with a nice decorative piece on there to kind of match the styling of the truck. Same amount of bend and whatnot. So this right here, as you've seen earlier, I just welded a nut on the end of this to where this could be, unbolted to pull the radiators out. And then, weld another nut right there. Simple L bracket. And it screws right in there. So that's pretty much it for the core support. Pretty simple. You have to trim and clean that up down there a little bit, and I'm gonna cut the original core support bracket off, and that's pretty much it for this video. I guess I'll do a little bit of an intro of my next one. This will be the front end in itself is going to be a couple of videos in itself because of what all I'm doing up front here. Just an intro of the fender well situation. This is a C60 and I have a C20 inner fender wells. Yeah, this is going to be a multiple part series in just the front. Just for the front end of everything I'm doing to the front. So I tried a C60 and a fender well and a C20 and a fender well. They're pretty much the same except the mounting in the front here for the most part. I tried thinking of different ways I could use that, either one of those, but I'm going to have this hood. I'm going to cut it through here. This is just an intro of the next 2 videos or so probably on this. I'm going to cut the fender right here, and then I'm going to have a forward opening hood. So part of this inner fender well is going to have to be with this, or bolted separate. And then the front part of the inner fender well is going to have to open with this. I want it to open with this. So I'm going to run into issues shoot. I just thought about another thing. It not only has to clear this, but it also has to clear this. So that means we need part of the fender well in here up to somewhere here, and then the rest has to be part of this piece. That will actually help strengthen this actually to have, yeah. I'm just thinking out loud here. I was thinking of having this all one piece, you know, down all the way, fender well, and then have that all come up with it, but yeah, hopefully that'll make it more complicated than it has to be for this, with this hood opening for the forward. I just want it to open that way. I think it'd be cool. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. What else? So basically, yeah, we'll do some more thinking on the next video. I'll have to think this through, because part of this has to be, part of it has to stay, part of it has to go up. And at the same time, we want to seal it off good enough that, you know, when you're driving down the road, water getting thrown up this way will, you know, keep the engine dry, keep the engine compartment dry. So the front piece will probably have to be, this front inner fender will have to be on top of this one, so when it opens, it'll work good because the water gets thrown up this way. So having this back piece, back inner fender like this, the hood coming down on top of that, should work good. But it just means that I'm going to have to have the part of it. I wanted no inner fender. Well, I wanted it all on the hood, but it looks like I might have to make it in two pieces. But anyways, till next time, I guess you guys seen how it looks with the hood on for a second there. Stay tuned if you guys want to watch me build the rest of this complicated front end. After the next video, we'll probably be putting hinges on this, and it's either getting the hinge set up, figured out, or get these inner wheel wells made. So I'll do some thinking here, and by the next video, we will be having some stuff lined out here of what we want to do and how to make this work. So until the next one, have a good rest of your day, and I'm going to keep thinking this through, and we're going to make something cool. So see you guys.